up, everybody? Welcome to the Cash Creation Crash Course. It is day one, and I am ready to get started. Excited to have you join us because I want to give you guys a little taste of what's going down inside of the Cash Creation Crash Course this December. So it's day one, and day one is all about how to flip the script and make clients chase you instead of you having to chase clients. And I'm also going to give you 5 things that you can do today to position yourself as high end and relevant in today's market so that people hear you, they see you, and they're searching you out and willing to drop thousands of dollars for the privilege of working with you. This is the foundation to creating momentum into the new year. So today, what we're going to do is we are going to up level you. Basically, I'm going to share with you how to shift and up-level your offers, your messaging, and your mindset so that you can confidently bring in high-end sales in any season and in any economy. So tomorrow, we'll dive into my number one strategy for bringing 6 figures into your business fast. It's a powerful organic selling strategy for creating leads and sales and attracting high-level buyers. I'm super excited about that. And then I want to let you know that if you're watching this outside of the Crash Course group, you're getting a sneak peek today. If you want to join us, just go to letsmakemoresales.com to get signed up so you can access all the bonus resources that I'll be sharing throughout the Crash Course, and especially some of the things that I'm going to be sharing today. If you're sharing this course with friends and accountability partners, people that you want to do this thing with you, instead of just inviting them into the group if you're already a member of the group, please send them to letsmakemoresales.com as well so that they can join us for the Cash Creation Crash Course. Now, let me say this. This Crash Course is going to stretch you. It's a crash course. We're going to go fast over the next 7 days that we're with each other. Okay. We have 4 days of focused intentional teaching. And then we're going to come behind that. You're going to get some time to let things stew, relax a little bit, catch up if you need to catch up. And then I'm going to do a deep dive training next Tuesday. Each day, I'm going to teach a lesson. Then you'll get an assignment every day. And along with that assignment, you'll get a cash creation challenge. In order for you to make money, make cash rapidly, you must be adept at doing scary things. Okay, it's only one focus week. Commit to it. Be all in. 7 full days of intentional focus action and do all the scary things. One of the things I'm going to be asking you to do daily is to check in via live video once you've completed your challenge for the day. When you check in via live video, not via post, not via reel, but via live video, there's a reason for that. What I want you to do is notice any feelings that come up, because awareness is the key to unlocking your next level. So you're going to have emotions and feelings and thoughts that come up about the challenges that I issue, about the lessons that you learned for the day. I want you to share with us during your check-in video. So during your check-in video, for everybody who's a part of the Cash Creation Crash Course, here's what you're going to share. You're going to share what you did. So I've completed this, this, and this. You're going to share any takeaways, learnings, anything you got out of it, any awareness about yourself that showed up for you. And then finally, you're going to check out each and every day with a word or statement that sums up where you are in the moment leading into the next day. This isn't a check-in you're going to do before you do it. It's not like I'm checking in, I haven't done it yet, but I just wanted to check in. You check in after you've done the challenge for the day, okay? Stay under 3 minutes, 3 minutes or less. Please follow this guideline, because one of the things that I'm going to ask each of you to do is come back and review and respond to at least 3 other people's check-in videos for the day. If we keep them under 3 minutes, it should take you about 12 minutes to do that every single day. Be the kind of support that you desire others to be for you. A rising tide lifts all ships. You can go faster, further with more people in community than you ever will on your own. And so I want to demonstrate that during the Cash Creation Crash Course. So stay under 3 minutes, no matter how much you think you have to share, and then go back and respond to at least 3 other people's check-in videos. Here's the thing. How you do one thing is how you do everything. When you do that check-in video, be all in. right? We're going to use every day hashtag all in accountability. We're doing all the things for the next 7 days, all the things that are requested for the next 7 days, because we're building that momentum. So hashtag all in accountability is what you put at the top of your videos, but also make sure you distinguish them with day one, day two. So day one, hashtag all in accountability. Day two, hashtag all in accountability at the top of your videos. I have gifted you with some bonuses for this crash course. So typically it's 4 days. I've extended the container so that we have 7 focus days to set your foundation and to create momentum into the new year. So we'll be wrapping up the container during the first week of the year. We're going to go daily starting today to Friday at 12 p.m. Pacific time for about an hour. And we're gamifying this thing. I'm giving away swag. I'm going to be giving away a Yeti mic. That's the first thing that I'm going to give away. So let me explain to you how you get access to that. To get access to the Yeti mic, you have to do your first video. So your first video is your introduction video. Everybody who has done an introduction video will be entered into the drawing for the Yeti mic. And I will actually be doing that drawing at the end of tomorrow's training. So get those videos done. We're going through and we're putting everybody into the drawing that has done their introductory video. And you have the opportunity to win a Yeti mic, which is a really cool tool to have if you're going to be live streaming all the time. I'm going to be popping up, giving all kinds of prizes away just for doing your homework every single day. So you're going to check in with your check-in video. We're going to use those check-in videos and you saying that you completed your homework as a way to get you into the drawing for the pop-up prizes I'm going to be giving away. So there's swag that's not available to purchase that is from inside of Power Player Nation. There's also going to be some time with me given away, and even possibly you might even be able to win access to one of my programs. So do that homework every single day. I'm going to be popping in with prizes and drawing somebody's name for that. Make sure you get it done. The other bonus that I'm giving you is that masterclass. It's next Tuesday. It's at 12 p.m. Pacific time. Next Tuesday, January 3rd. I'm going to be giving you a sneak peek into the blueprint that we use to bring millions into my business and that my clients also use to create 6-figure months over and over and over again. Plus, I'm going to give you some shifts that'll help you sell more in the next 90 days to 6 months than you've sold this entire year. It's going to be super, super powerful. The last things I want to give you as housekeeping is to turn on your notifications for the Facebook group. You don't want to miss the announcements that we're making, the raffle prizes that we're giving, and the content that we're putting in the group to support you. Every day when I issue your assignment, within 10 minutes of us closing out the training for the day, you will see a workbook and your templates and whatever your assignment is appear inside of the group in the guide section. So you want to make sure you get notified when that gets done. Again, how the crash course works, every day, I'm going to teach you something. You'll get a simple assignment to deepen the learning, and then I'll issue a cash creation challenge. And the cash creation challenge is where we're creating the leads and the sales over the next week and creating that momentum. Okay. So today, along with everything else, you're also going to discover your own personal block to up leveling to 6-figure months and the shifts that you need to position yourself as a high level authority that commands clients at any investment level that you desire. So, what is your biggest challenge to getting leads and sales, particularly right now in the marketplace, high-end sales that are at $10,000 or more? What's your biggest challenge with that right now? Focus is my biggest challenge. Marketing is my biggest challenge. I'd be curious to know with marketing, is it how to market, where to market? What about marketing? Shannon said my marketing is unclear. My language is wishy-washy. I see a clear message. So here's the deal. So often we're chasing the client. We're convincing. We're screaming and yelling into the marketplace, hoping to be seen and hoping to stand out. We need the business, right? We want the money. And today, we are really going to work on flipping the script on that and coming from a place of understanding that you want to sit in the seat of they need me or they need us, not the other way around. And this is literally the position that you want to come from in every piece of your marketing, every interaction that you have with clients. And once you start really feeling that and anchoring that in your knower and have it seeping deep into everything that you do, every client touch point that you have, whether it's a Facebook post or you're sliding into someone's messenger inbox or even onboarding new clients or your sales calls, whatever it is, it's a different level of flex. You want to show up in the highest version of yourself. You want to show up as a power player. Let's call that your high end self, right? High end just isn't just a price tag. It's so much more. It's a lifestyle. It's a way of doing business. It's a way of living. It's a state of being. If we show up in that state, you actually activate what I call the supernova frequency. When you activate the supernova frequency, you will see a difference. People will begin to seek you out for your higher end services, for your highest end services, and not bat an eyelash at your rates. I get messages all the time from people that are like, just send me the link. They're so ready that I have to slow them down. I have to take them through my vetting process. It becomes a normal occurrence when you get this right. Where someone just contacts you and says, hey, I love you. I'm watching you. I'm ready. I want to work with you. I've had clients be on the beach, during our retreat, following the process that I'll be teaching during the masterclass, and have clients pay them $25,000 in full while they're just chilling on the beach, $12,000 while they're just on vacation. And it's because the supernova frequency is activated. How cool would it be for you to wake up to messages from people saying, I love what you're up to. Can we hop on a call? Because I want to work with you, right? You're amazing. Or better yet, just send me the link. I'm ready, right? So I want to start here. You're here because you desire to master the art of creating six figures and then doing it as quickly as possible again and again and again so that you can get to a seven-figure business, right? I believe that six figures is the building blocks to millions, right? You can learn how to create six figures in a year. And then it's just a matter, like once you do that, now you have in your cellular memory the knowings and the makings of how to do it. Then it's just a matter of learning how to collapse time around doing it and doing it faster and faster and faster. So the first thing you want to do is get an understanding. Okay, here's how I create six figures. And then we move from six figures in a year to six figures months, or six figures in a day, or six figures in a quarter, or six figures in a weekend, right? There's so many different variations of this, or six figures in 6 months, right? It's all about learning how to do it faster and faster. Right? You're here because you want to master the art of creating quality leads and sales. Right? You're here because you want to create momentum into the new year. You're here because you want to make more money in the next few months than you have this entire year. And there are a few misconceptions that will get in the way. These misconceptions are the reason why you won't get there, because you're focused on the wrong thing. You're using strategies in the wrong order, or you're doing busy work that doesn't matter for the end result that you're looking at for right now. One of the biggest mistakes I see business owners make is trying to take the actions of somebody who's already making $100,000 a month and then trying to use those same actions to create a $10,000 a month. So I'm running a $200,000 a month business. What I'm currently doing at this level in my business creates $200,000 a month for me is not what you should be doing to create a $10,000 a month or a $20,000 a month or even a $50,000 a month in your business. And getting that in your knower will change everything for you. It will open up so many possibilities. So I want to start by talking about the phases of business. There's 3 main phases, and then there's the $1 million phase, which is phase 4. We're going to focus on the 3 main phases today. At each different level, there are different actions and skill sets that are important for you to master to be able to take your business to the next level. Because what it takes to go from $0 to $10,000 is going to be different than what it's going to take to get from $10,000 to $30,000, right? You don't just do more of what you did at 0 to 10,000 to get to the next level, which is why most people get stuck at the same income level, right? You don't even do more of what you did to get to $30,000 a month to get to $100,000 a month, which is why most people are never able to do it, because they think if I just do more of the same, I'm going to get there, right? And then likewise, if you try to do the $100,000 activities to get from zero to $10,000, it's not going to work. Yet this is exactly what people try to do. So what you need, or what you need to know, is the exact state of mind, activities, and skill sets that you need to be focused on at which level, right? At each level, in order to create the results that you're seeking. So I just want to say this before we jump into the phases of business. To lay a foundation, there is a precursor to everything that I'm going to teach you during this cash creation crash course, especially if you want to get to the point where you're doing a minimum of $100,000 a month in your business. And especially if you want next year to look much different than this year. That precursor is belief. Belief is a secret sauce. I have a powerful belief that your beliefs are decisions. I won't go through all of that right now. But here's the thing. You must decide that what it is that you are desiring to create is not only possible, because most of us believe that creating six-figure months is possible because we see it. There's evidence. But you must decide that it's possible for you. That's a big distinction, a key distinction. Okay? So listen up, because I want you to chime in once I'm done going through these phases and comment what phase of business are you in? And I want to be really clear. I'm probably going to repeat this 2 or 3 times. Phases of business are not just about money, but money is part of it. So if you're making the dollar amount in the phase, but you don't have everything on the checklist, or you're not consistently making the revenue every single month, then you're still in the lower phase and not yet in the higher phase. So you could be making $20,000 a month, but still be in phase 1. I'm going to talk about that a little bit. And that clarity helps you to get stabilized so that you're able to build on a strong foundation and get to the next level faster and faster. Okay. So phase 1 is the cash creation phase. At this phase, you're focused on creating cash in your business, just like it says. The motto here, my motto in the cash creation phase, is make money first, then build the business. Make money first, then build the business. This is where you'll focus on organic lead generation, showing up on live stream, posting. You are the cash creator in this phase of the business. You'll use the organic strategies that you're going to be learning throughout this crash course to get clients. And this phase is your first step. And for most people, the first step in this phase is to book yourself out working with one-to-one clients. I have so many reasons that this is the thing that you want to do. I know a lot of people will tell you to jump into groups, but how many times have you jumped in a group only to have 2 people raise their hand, or one person to raise their hands, and it starts to mess with your mind and all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to get into that in detail, but here, for the most part, you're going to focus on booking yourself out, working one-to-one. What you want to do is get your business to a stable $10,000 a month, right? You're going to stay in phase 1 until you're at 6 figures. So you may need to do the restructuring of your pricing and your packaging so that you can easily get to $10,000 a month. It's also the phase where you are proving and validating your concepts, your messaging, your offer, your methodology, or signature system, as people call it. Do people even want what you're trying to sell? Will they pay for it, et cetera? All of that stuff. So usually this is the phase that people are trying to skip, because it means you need to learn how to market, you need to learn content creation, and you need to learn how to sell. And often, this is an uncomfortable thing for most people. They don't like selling. They don't mind delivering their services, but they don't like selling. They're uncomfortable making offers. They're uncomfortable showing up. So they're searching for some magic potion or pixie dust to sprinkle that will do it for them. Right? You're listening to the group programs, leveraging, scaling stuff, and you're not in that phase yet. Here's the deal. The experience of selling one-to-one and working one-to-one with clients will give you the clarity in your messaging, the clarity in your methodology that you need to get to leverage and scale, right? To sell group programs successfully, so that when you do put an offer out there, 20 people, 100 people, 10 people do show up. Why? Because at that point, when you get there, You're simply amplifying what's already worked for you during phase one. Here's the skills that you need to master at this level. Are you with me? You picking up what I'm throwing down? All right. So in phase one, the skills that you need to master are audience growth and curating an audience, content creation, and sales. Basically, how to make money. You need the skill set of how to make money, generating leads, making money. Okay. How would your life and business change if you knew that you can count on yourself to make money at any time you desire? Right. So when you do this and you focus on the right phase at the right time, so if you're under six figures, phase one is where you're at, right? If you're at six figures, but you don't consistently bring in $10,000 a month, phase one is where you're at. If you do $50,000 and then $10,000 and then $5,000 and then $3,000, you're still in phase one. Okay. If you do this, it will give you the clarity in your messaging. It will also give you the social proof you need to wow people to knock their socks off on a sales page or a webinar or a masterclass or whatever group selling tool you're trying to use. It will give you the funds that you need to grow your business so that you have money for an ad spend or to hire a quality team to do a launch or whatever else that you wanted to do, right? We want to make money first, then build the business. So if you're not consistently making $10,000 a month, you're definitely in phase one. And again, it's not just six figures a year. Like I've seen people have 6 figures a year in a business and it's only one client, which means, and they're not able to get any more clients. So that means they still haven't proved their messaging. They just have a 6-figure contract. You're still in phase one, right? You want to get to the point of knowing with certainty that when I do X, Y always happens. You're not wondering if your marketing will work to create clients. That's phase one. Phase two. Phase two is the simple automation phase. This is the phase where you begin to automate. You start setting up automation in your business, right? Up until this point, we have systems in place, but we're typically manually doing most of those systems, right? We're making sure that it works before we automate something that doesn't even work to generate the result that we want. This is also the place where you're going to multiply the skill sets that you've learned. So this is where you move into one-to-many selling and one-to-many marketing. Okay. This is the $10,000 to $25,000 a month stage. Okay. The model here is to simplify to multiply. You want simple, not complex. You can ride this phase all the way to $1 million for the most simplistic business model, like I did with my company. Simple automation can look like this is where you'll start doing like an opt-in and a freebie to build your list, right? You might start automating your sales application process. There's other things, but like simple automation to help you with some of the heavy lifting, okay? You might start focusing in your marketing, because now we're doing one-to-many, on master classes and what I call simple sales sprints. Some people call them launches. I like to call them sales sprint. A sales sprint is just like a micro launch, right? It's kind of what you're experiencing right now. We start marketing a week or two ahead of time, something very simple into a conversion event with follow-up, and then that's it. Right? It can be the conversion event can be something like a 3-day to a 7-day mini course, to a masterclass that lasts a couple of hours, or a 1-day training. Whatever it is, it's simple, not complex. Okay. Simple, not complex. So you get to decide what that model looks like. But you're going to take the current audience that you built in phase one and your internal network, no paid traffic involved, right? No ad spend. You're going to take your internal network, the audience you built in phase one, and literally you can still do $50,000 to $100,000 months using these strategies, right? My model for doing these is real content and assignments and homework that yield results during the conversion event. Not just awareness and fluff, or as some people like to call it, teaching the what and not the how. Like I mentioned a bit earlier, a different type of conversion event could be a masterclass or an intensive, right? In my money making masterclass course, I show you 4 ways to evergreen a masterclass with little to no automation. Like literally, it can be working constantly to create clients for you or appointments for you just by doing 4 simple things. And it's always out there. And you don't have to be a super tech savvy to make it happen. So here are the skills that you need to master at this level. The skills to master at this level are simple automation. So learning some automation systems, email marketing, how that works, right? Getting started with that process, and then community building, and then one-to-many selling. So that's going to be small events, master classes, and challenges. But you notice we're not doing any of that stuff until we hit 6 figures. Because at 6 figures, when we hit that dollar amount, what that tells me is what I'm using in my messaging works for people to pay me. So now we can start to look at leveraging that a little bit. Okay. Simplifying is the key to making more money and mastering your craft, period. We want to be as simple as possible at these first 2 phases. Then we want to get to phase 3, which is leverage. So leverage is the third phase. This is where you really want to get into more strategic automation. So not simple automation, but be more strategic with your automation. This is $25,000 a month to $100,000 a month. The skills to master at this level this is where you start to add paid traffic. You start to add sales funnels and more automation to your business. You start to look at creating partnerships and affiliates and team building for sales and success, and streamlining your systems and your processes. So we start to leverage using other people, right? And here's why this works here when you do it in the right order, because now you have a proven business model that you can scale. Most people try to scale too early. You're trying to scale at $0 to $100,000 or $0 to $10,000. That's not scaling. That's building, right? We build, we grow, we scale. So now we can move into scale. And usually people want to skip straight to phase 3 because they think automation and partners and all of these things and building a team, if I have more people, then that's going to help me reach more people. And what actually happens is you end up being over leveraged, and you have more people working on systems that you haven't mastered yet, that we don't even know will work to create clients for us. Okay. A lot of people want to do it because they don't want to get on a sales call, right? They're like, let me hire a sales team right away because you haven't mastered phase 1 and phase 2, there's not enough revenue coming in to crack the nut of having a team or having a sales team. And it's super stressful to try to make enough money every single month to make ends meet, right? I've seen people hire copywriters, designers, ad managers, launch strategists, brand experts. And after all of that investments, they're still at start with no results. Because what you actually need to do first is figure out, what do my clients want? And we do this all in phase 1. What do my clients need? We need to solve their biggest problem or pain point first, and then build on that. Know that when I'm selling this or when I talk about these problems, the clients show up and they pay. And then we slowly expand, or we can accelerate our expansion and amplify our offerings from that point. Listen, we cannot hide behind funnels and automation and team. It doesn't work. And you probably already know that, right? All right. So the last phase is phase 4. And I won't spend time here. I'll just say this. When you hit $1 million in annual revenue, then you're in the scale phase, which is phase 4. Okay. If you're watching this, you're likely not there. So we're going to keep moving past that. All right. So I want you to shout it out in the comments, and I'm going to look, what phase are you in? What phase are you currently in? Let me see if I can scroll down and see. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Where are you? Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. All right. I see some ones. And here's the thing. There's no, I'm in between phase 1 and 2, right? You're not in between jobs or in between apartments or places to live. You either have a job or you don't. You either have an apartment or you don't. There's no in between, right? So again, it's the dollar amount plus all the things on the next level checklist. Done and completed. All right. I see some phase 1, some phase 2s. The other thing is when you're at the $10,000 a month for to get out of phase one, it's not that you just hit it once, right? To get out of phase one, you want to have consistent $10,000 months. So I'll often tell my clients, you have to have $10,000 months for a minimum of 90 days straight in order to consider yourself. So if you do 2 months and then you have a $3,000 month, you're still in phase one, right? It needs to be a no-brainer. It's a done deal kind of thing. All right. So it looks like the majority of you are in phase 1 and 2, which is where I expected you to be. And here's the deal. There's no shame in where you are, right? There's no, the strategies in phase 2 can easily be used to build a $500,000 business and have been used to build businesses to $1 million. So don't get it twisted. Okay. We last year edged out of phase 2, but I was years into my business doing phase 1 activities and then into phase 2, making really solid money. And I'm known for my expertise. So it doesn't mean that if you're in phase 1, you're a loser, right? Right now we're in phase 3 and we're doing our systemization and our automation and building our team, right? So it's better to proudly admit where you are, be truthful and honest, and be able to expand into the excitement of the next levels of phase 2 and 3, knowing exactly what the heck you're doing, rather than focusing on the wrong thing and putting performance above profitability. Here's a concept that I adopted many, many years ago, and that I want you to adopt for this challenge, because we want to go straight line to the cash, straight line to the clients. And it's this: I am the sales page. Hashtag I am the sales page. I have created hundreds of thousands of dollars before I ever started using sales pages. I didn't even have a website, no automations, right? And sometimes no sales calls. Adopt that mindset. All right. So when you follow this methodology to build your business, you'll start getting clients. You'll start creating results. You'll start charging more because you'll start to be more confident from that. Then, because of that, you'll start attracting a whole different level of clients. It's like a snowball effect, a domino effect. Then you become more confident, more powerful, and this cycle or this vortex will continue. And it is super powerful. And this is how you begin to expand into the next level, into the next level, faster than you ever thought possible. It's a natural shift in confidence and certainty that's ultra attractive to people who are willing to invest and pay top dollar with no questions asked. It's that certainty that they're buying that a lot of you lack, which is why it's hard for you. You think there's a place you need to go to find clients, but being in phase 1 to build a sure foundation actually builds that certainty and that confidence. Okay. So with that in mind, I want to give you those 5 shifts that are going to help you with selling more in your business. You ready for that? So the very first one is this, because you're going to pick some things to do and you're going to reach out to some people. We're going to be doing some things. But if you really want to make money faster, so 5 shifts to make money faster is charge more. First one, charge more. Most of you aren't charging enough to even deliver your services. I've seen people put on events and they're pulling money out of their pocket instead of having the event pay for itself, right? In order for you to charge more, you have to solve the biggest problem, right? Use the money that you're getting in to build out your offer and your reach, right? So charge more. If you want to have $100,000 months, you have to have an offer that's capable of creating a 6-figure month, right? If you're selling $1,000 thing saying you want to have a $10,000 a month, you need 10 sales. If you've not been capable of bringing in 10 sales, what if you just had a $10,000 offer? You would only need 1 sale, right? If you want to create $100,000 months, a $30,000 offer would only need 3 sales. So if you want whatever you desire to create, you need to have an offer that's capable of creating that dollar amount. Second one, if you want to make $1 million, you need to feel like $1 million. So what do you need to get in place to make this work for you? Right? You want to make $1 million, you need to feel like $1 million. What is going to contribute to you feeling amazing? Because really, in the end, people buy because of your vibe or not, right? You are the embodiment of what they desire in their life. Your clients are the embodiment of what they desire in their life. So you want to become an energetic match for those people who are willing to invest, right? Right now, I'm becoming an energetic match for tens of millions of dollars in my business. There are decisions that I have to make, how I travel, what I buy, all of those things that allows me to feel like I'm already operating on that level. Number 3, what are you currently tolerating that you need to stop doing or that you need to remove from your life or your business? Do you need to fire a client? Do you need to get more support? Right? Maybe your lack of support is dragging down your energy when you need to show up. What I want you to understand is for this one, trust that you know what it is. What needs to stop? And the thing is, it usually rises to the surface right away in seconds. Write that down, write those things down, and then take action on them. Don't question them. The 4th one, this whole thing, making money faster, getting to 6-figure months, creating $1 million business, it's not just about your inner game and feeling great. It's also about you consciously making sure you show up as the power player. Sometimes people will do these random posts and they're like, does anybody know the best person to do this? And everyone's messaging, commenting, and no one stands out, right? It puts you in the position where now you're chasing client. Pick me, pick me, pick me, right? For the next 4 days, we want to change that and shift your disposition as we go through these challenges, right? For clarity, following up is okay. It's good. But this is all about the how we do it, the energetics behind it, okay? What I want to advise you to do today is to stop giving away your power. I want you to activate that supernova frequency. And it starts with how you treat you. In this frequency, rest is a revolution. You can chill. You can step back for a minute. You can rejuvenate yourself, right? And at this frequency, you have stepped out of survival mode. You don't have to enforce boundaries because you have become a boundary. You don't have to protect your peace if you're in the embodiment of peace. Likewise, you aren't seeking someone or something to rescue you. Some course, some mentor, some whatever. When this frequency is activated, you embody that you are the prototype, that you are the blueprint. There is no one who can do what you do like you do, right? Because there's only one you. In this frequency, you must be sold on your next level of understanding that your next level is inevitable, that the manifestation of it is an eventuality, and therefore there is an ease to its creation. I'm going to say that again. In this frequency, you are sold on your next level, and you move with an understanding that it's inevitable and that the manifestation of it is an eventuality, and therefore there is an ease in its creation. You allow your certainty and confusion to coexist. And you feel worthy and deserving always. That's when you're in supernova frequency. At that frequency, you begin to call forth all things that are yours. Last one, and then I'm going to give you your challenge for today. Get clear on the biggest block to your next level. Get clear on the biggest block to your next level. Get clear on the biggest block to your next level. Working on things out of order creates these blocks, right? The biggest block to 6-figure months is doing the wrong things doing the right things at the wrong time. Right? Throwing spaghetti at the wall, trying to see, following the latest, greatest marketing trend that comes up, hoping it's the holy grail. building an extravagant team, thinking it's the key to business growth, focusing on automation well before it's time, right? The myth is you have to have these extravagant program launches, big events, and a large team, searching for courses, right? Trying to find a course, hopping on the next one, the next one, the next one, hoping it's the one that will change everything. And I want to share with you this. We're addicted to hard work. We're addicted to complexity. We feel like we haven't earned it if it's simple or easy. But complexity is the one thing that will kill your business growth faster than anything else. Your $1 million dreams will die on a vine because your business model is too complex. You're exhausted and you don't have the capacity or the bandwidth for the more that you truly desire. I was listening to a young lady yesterday in a Q&A session that I was in, explain that, like, the explanation was like, big events are just stressing people out and they need to do smaller ones. I'm like, no, they need to simplify the big events that they're doing. Right? You can do a large event and not be stressed to the hilt. So what I want to ask you is, what do you need? Where should you focus? In this camp, we don't shoot in the dark. Okay? So I'm gifting you with something that you will see inside of the Facebook group. There's a link to a spreadsheet. Ashley should be posting it now inside of the group, and it'll be part of your homework as well. There is a spreadsheet that is a 6-figure level up assessment. In that assessment, it's going to ask you a bunch of questions, and you're going to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. We're all working from the same document, so please don't type over someone else. I don't think you guys can edit the sales. We've fixed that problem. But I'm going to go into those and review each and every one of them. And I'm also giving you an opportunity to be able to jump on a call with me to go through that. So you can grab your bonus income accelerator package, where I'm gifting you a couple of freebies. Some free training that's going to be there when you book your call with me. And during that call, we'll go through your assessment. But I want you to have a wake-up call. I don't want you to shoot in the dark about what you think you need to fix. I want you to get a reality check about why you're not where you desire to be. I also want to give you a reality check about the holes in your business. I will even see people get to $200,000 a year and they can't grow anymore. And what they don't realize is they have phase 1 holes. And it's the phase 1 holes in their business that actually keep them stuck. So yeah, the revenue's there and they're like, well, how come I can't get to $500,000? How come I can't get to $1 million? And year over year, they're still at 200, 300, right? I've seen people be at 700,000 every single year for 3 years because you have holes at a lower phase in business that you have not plugged in. So this, no matter where you are, some of you are already at 6 figures, right? You're going to do this assessment. This is a 6-figure assessment. So if you're missing some stuff, these are the foundational pieces that you're missing. So go ahead and jump into the group after I give you your cash creation challenge for today and your assignment for today, and make sure that you complete that. And I'll be taking a look at all of those and kind of seeing where you guys are this evening. So everything I've shared today, knowing the phases of your business, charging more, you feeling like $1 million always, and you showing up as the power player in every interaction, you activating your supernova frequency, you no longer tolerating and removing those things that you know need to stop being a part of your life from your life, knowing where your blocks are to your next 6 figures, knowing where they really lie. All this stuff leads to one simple thing. When you have the knowing of all of these things, the thing that it leads to is that people trust you. Because here's the deal. If they don't trust you, or heck, believe you can do what you say you can do, they will not buy. It doesn't matter what strategy you try. Trust is essential to making bigger sales, to selling in Messenger, to making your content, your marketing, your messaging work, to having high dollar sales. Trust is a secret ingredient. They need to be able to trust you. If the trust isn't there and somehow people feel that something's off, if you're off, they'll feel it. They'll know it. You have to be in alignment, right? You have to be congruent. Alignment accelerates, right? You must create that feeling of certainty in every interaction, right? You must create that feeling of, I'm holding you. I got you. You are safe. That is when people start to be super willing to pay you vast amounts of money. And I'm speaking from experience, right? Not just my own, but also being able to help others and teaching them how to rapidly calibrate to their next level, to go from 6-figure years to 6-figure months and beyond. It really is that simple. And it starts with you. It starts with the up level of you. If you don't trust you, if you don't believe you, no one else will. All right, here's your assignment. Your assignment for today. So I'm going to give you your assignment and your cash creation challenge. Your assignment for today is to look at what you've been tolerating that's no longer serving you and choose one thing, not a laundry list, because I know y'all can pick yourselves apart. Choose one thing that you will commit to not doing in your business anymore, right? Shift it around. That's the first one. The second part of the assignment is complete the spreadsheet so we can see where you are, right? And then the last one is, what can you implement now that will make you feel like $1 million? Now, don't punish yourself and say, I need to go to the gym. I need to do you don't give yourself more work. Just think, what makes me feel luxurious, right? Is it some lotions and potions? Is it some smell goods? What is it? Flowers, fresh flowers in your office every day, every week. What will make you feel like $1 million? Right? People are like, I'll feel like $1 million if I clean my room, clean off my office desk. That's work. We want you to feel like $1 million immediately, right? What will make you feel like a power player, like an influencer, so that energy is felt in everything that you do? Okay, I'm going to give you those assignments again. They're also inside of the group. Choose one thing you're going to commit to not doing in your business, complete the spreadsheet, and then let us know what can you do and implement right now, immediately, to make you feel like $1 million. Okay, here's your cash creation challenge for the day. And this is going to be a wrap. Today, we're going to activate your email list. Okay, we're going to activate your email list. Now, sometimes when I issue this challenge, people will say, I don't have an email list. You can send this out in Messenger. You can send an email to a person or 5 people today. There's always ways to get around it, right? If you don't find a way, you'll find an excuse. All right. So you're going to have 3 email choices to choose from. Choose the one that scares you the most. So again, Ashla's going to be putting those into the group in the guide section. I've actually broken down 3 separate emails that you can send out. The one that scares you the most is likely the one that you should do. Okay. Don't overthink it. Just move. Don't get ready to get ready. Just move. Tomorrow, we're going to get our calculators out and get some cash clarity. And you're going to get to swipe my strategy on how I get my clients those results, those 6-figure months results, 6 figures in sales in a few short weeks, months, days, sales, creating their annual income in a month, and how you can use it too. Okay. Don't forget to grab your income acceleration package. It's on the level up assessment sheet, and invite a partner with you to play this game with you for the next 7 days for accountability. If you haven't already done so, send them to letsmakemoresales.com. Looking forward to reviewing all of your check-in videos, and I will see you guys for our next session. This is going to be so much fun. Bye, guys.
Thank you so much for watching my show, my channel. Here's what I want you to do. If you really love what you've been listening to, I want you to subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment. No, really, leave a comment, like right now. I'm not gonna stop talking until you leave a comment. Seriously, leave a comment.